Why Dillard used a protective order to threaten Jill Duggar's father Jim Bob. Dillard, Jill Duggar's spouse, is willing to stand up for her. The star of 19 Kids and Counting, who has been candid about her complex family dynamics, especially with her father Jim Bob, is discussing her current relationship status with the Duggar patriarch. She also pointed out that Dillard's once close connection with his father-in-law has also broken, so it's not just her relationship with Jim Bob that's been impacted. Regarding Jim Bob and Dillard's relationship, Jill said, "It used to be really great," on the Vulnerable podcast episode from October 24th. "I believe that both my dad and Dillard had faith in each other. However, as soon as we began to disagree and say things that we weren't complying with anything, so things became a bit rough there." The 32-year-old recalled in her memoir, Counting the Costs, that her relationship with her father, who shares his 19 children with wife Michelle Duggar, was strained due to a disagreement over contracts signed by both Jill and Dillard for the family's TLC show, 19 Kids and Counting, as well as allegations of verbal abuse. Because of the escalating conflict between Jill and Jim Bob, Dillard intervened on behalf of his wife. "Dillard had to have some really difficult conversations with my dad," Jill said to anchor Christy Carlson Romano. "More recently, he was defending me and saying, 'This is not okay, how are you handling your daughter?'" The reality star went on to say of her husband, an assistant district attorney, "I think my dad got the picture when Dillard was telling him, 'If you keep contacting her directly, then I'll have to file a protective order.'" And despite the warning, their relationship with her dad is still rocky, but Jill is optimistic about the future. Dillard and Jill hastily courted on camera. When Jill and her father visited her prospective boyfriend Derek Dillard in Nepal, Jill recalls being informed that if the makers of 19 Kids and Counting were to send a crew there to record, the material would show regardless of whether the relationship worked out or not. Jill writes, she agreed, but putting a stop to the notion that the shoot would only last 5 days, stating that she required 2 weeks. She says she regrets that the moment she and Dillard saw each other for the first time in Nepal wasn't just for them, but she got her wish this time. However, the extra time paid off, as on June 21, 2014, the pair tied the knot.